I ran out to get a pack of cigarettes, but I left my wallet at home. Yeah, that's me. I'm getting old. My name is Sonny Featherland, an investigator for 20 years, and once the star of the predatory division of the Clawville Police Department, one half of the legendary Chicken Police. But buying a pack of smokes is more than I can handle right now. Maybe I should just lay low. Yeah, I'll do that. The most colorful place in the wilderness. For all the gods, what bullshit. The last clucking color left this city years ago. And slowly I'll turn gray too. Still, what do I expect? We're living in a vast experiment and don't even notice that everything got clucked up a long time ago. We believe in this wonderland of peaceful coexistence. Wolves and sheep, chickens and hounds. Yeah, sure, why not? It's just ridiculous. The dog eats the chicken. It's in our nature. I'm not propping up the illusion anymore. 121 days, and it's over. Retirement. What could possibly go wrong? Ah, crap. My office lock is a piece of shit if a dame can pick it. She stood in the darkness. The light painted stripes on her body. It whispered secret little things that were never there in the first place. But she was no zebra. Reality was just a light switch away. Elizabeth or Charlotte? I was sure she'd have a sophisticated-sounding name. She had a bygone look in her eyes.
等一下哦，对，我不知道为什么 OBS 把我的麦关掉了，难怪。刚刚我 OBS 把我麦关掉了。对啊，我的麦应该回来了吧？刚刚 OBS 自动把我的难怪我都打开 OBS， 我没注意到他把我的麦先关掉了。我麦克风应该回来了吧
Older than this ancient building, and perhaps the whole city itself. Or maybe I'm just drunk. But she was the first womanly thing in my place for a long time.
对，然后
So I had to give her a chance.
然后这款我是在那个 Steam 上买的啦，对，就趁特价的时候在 Steam 上买这样子。然后这款算是警探，我看介绍是警探风格的游戏啊。差不多，我看了一下是破了，对，其实我只差一个隐藏 BOSS 而已。他那个完成度我不知道是怎么回事啊，反正我能确定的是我那个 BOSS 都打完了，只是我差一个隐藏 BOSS， 对，就只差一只隐藏 BOSS， 后来我就自己把它打掉了。后来我去看了一下那个别人的影片，然后还有那个攻略之类的，其实我很少打一只隐藏 BOSS 啊，对啊，不过就是只剩下那一只而已，所以我就把它打完了这样。对，然后那个茶杯头完成度我也不知道它那个到底是差在哪里这样子。后来明明完了吗？对，然后反正这款就是反正应该以动物兽人为题材的那个什么侦探游戏啊。对，我看它那个风格挺特别的，然后刚好在特价，所以我就买来玩了这样子。哎，不是，它应该比较像是文字冒险游戏吧。
I don't even know where the key is. Whatever's inside is gonna stay there forever. Just a bunch of useless crap in there.
然后主角我看一下，这边有那个吗？记事本是侦探最好的朋友，你可以记录有关案件嫌疑人、受害者以及访问地点的重要讯息。没有，这个不是第一人称啊，而且这是文字游戏。 这也是思考的地方。我们俩争先看谁被衰败吞噬，酒店除了领先，但说实话没落后很多。哇！公鸡神探是著名的侦探人组，他们被媒体称为血色系列世界里。芬提诺、桑尼、费瑟兰跟马蒂、麦肯金声名大噪，他们风生水起共事了将近10年，却有一个传奇人因为重大矛盾一拍即散。梅雷迪尔 H. 马尔布在根据他们的事迹编写一套小说，7年时间共出版10本书。这一系列小说连同公鸡神探本尊一起淡出了公众视野。对，主角目前我操纵的主角就是那个叫桑尼啦，他就是桑尼贝瑟兰这样。对，他是一只公鸡。有点猎奇啊，不过这是这游戏的特色啊，看起来是有点猎奇，没错。利爪市成为独立城邦已有900年历史了。城市建立期间有4个国家团结一致，以利爪市徽章上的4种动物形象跟4只手作为代表。而事实上，爬行动物联盟跟大昆虫氏族在全世界都发挥了重要作用，但它们未在徽章上出现过。这直接导致各种种族跟政治文化上的对立。利爪市保留了政治自主权，并想象这荒野世界唯一一个种族和掠食者都能和平共处的城邦，而名称千色之城。所以这游戏的故事设定应该是，不同的动物应该是不同种族吧。不同动物是不同的种族，然后这个主角在的是个什么利爪市啊？主角在的利爪市算是融合各种不同动物的国家是吗？就是你不管是那个草食性动物还是肉食性动物都可以在一起这样子。好，然后这个是啥？羚羊。这个是羚羊吗？等一下我再问这个小姐。
Books I'm never gonna read. Maybe nobody ever has. My wife took all the good ones. She knew they'd only gathered dust here, and she was right.
所以这个是主角的房间吗？为什么这个小姐就突然闯进里面了？这个小姐是怎么闯进来的
？I don't see colors anymore. Only emptiness. Everything faded. I need another drink. Maybe I'm just old. And while I'm clucking about nothing ever changing, everything changes. You've gone out of style, old bird. Accept it and move on.
对啊，是鸡头啊，然后这个小姐是羊头。乍看之下是不是会有点猎奇是吗？
I wanted to travel the world when I was a kid, but I think I'm gonna end up dead in here whether I like it or not. Maybe in another lifetime, old bird. Behind that door lies the kingdom of dirty clothes, cigarette butts, and empty bottles. My bedroom. Sort of. Nothing interesting in there. But if there is, it'll remain hidden for all eternity.
不过我觉得这游戏很用心的地方是它连调查物件的台词也会有配音哎，这游戏我觉得配音还蛮多的，它不止那个对话，它连那个主角内心话，还是他调查物品的时候那个台词全部都给你配出来。就独立游戏来说，这个配音算是还蛮丰富的这样子。我就觉得这个警探这种设定很常见啊，就是什么颓废警探哦，我就觉得这种设定还蛮常见的。
This is one of the most beautiful memories from my old life. Before Molly left me and took our daughter.
茉莉，所以这是他老婆是吗？还是他女儿？他老婆是鹦鹉哦。等一下，这个是鹦鹉吧？我没办法拉近看，我看不出来这个是鹦鹉吧？这应该不是母鸡吧？这是母鸡吗？这看起来不像母鸡吧？这是母鸡吗？看不出来。
Molly, where do you live now? And with whom?
他老婆带女儿跑了，好惨。
The good things in life don't last long. The best ones always leave first. I saw that in the window of a shoe store. I never understood it, or what it had to do with shoes. It seems like a different life. Oh, my God. I'm becoming a sappy little chick.
没问题，都是鸟，所以就可以在一起，是不是
M.B. Davis, the eternal king of jazz. The photo is from the days of jazz prohibition. I only heard the old man live one time, but I'll never forget that night. And not only because I woke up at the harbor without my gun, my badge, And my pants.
这个警探真的没问题吗？
He was a genius. Some say he's now a recluse, living on the outskirts of the city. But others say he's in an insane asylum after he chewed his own leg off.
所以这个是主角喜欢的音乐家，是不是？然后这个是，这隐约可以看得出来，这是主角跟他，这应该是他老婆吧？所以这个是主角跟他老婆是吗？然后这个，所以这下面是他亲戚哦，全部都是头，都是卵生动物，都是卵生动物就 OK 了。
We used to be star cops a few years ago. Tabloid press, radio interviews, and even a book series. I don't miss those days. Of course, Marty, my old partner, would disagree. He just loved the spotlight. God damn, what an embarrassing headline.
所以也可以作为，应该可以，所以大概主角以前是什么明星警探哦，很有名的那种警探，但不知道为什么后来变成变成那个颓废中年人了。对，哦，对啊，还有，这应该是各种动物的应该是各种动物都有吧。
The Wild Gentlemen. Those guys rebuilt the city after the Great Fire of 867. My heroes when I was a little chick. I'm starting to think they should have left Clawville as it was, burned to the ground. If only I were half as gutsy as these guys. Maybe in another life, in another story.
这个怎么练？这个主角怎么练？哎，这个开关哦，原来这边有开关啊！哦，这样比较亮。哎，真的是这个真的是鹦鹉哎，鸡怎么抽烟？对啊，它有嘴巴哎。哦，原来这边就是开关了。这个是啥？海獭吧？哎，他老婆是鹦鹉哎。各种种族都可以在一起的世界是吗？
I promised myself I'd write a novel one day. I can't even remember the last time I used this. I don't even know what these papers are.
可以拨电话。哦，没用。这应该找到电话号码才可以用。不知道有什么电话号码可以用。哦，抽屉。哦，这可以调查。
My wallet and my badge. The wallet is real. The badge ain't. Chief Bloodboil took mine, so I got this one out of a pack of cornflakes, just in case.
哦，这是可以拿道具是不是？这个有什么用？这个警徽是假的。
My last cigarette. You're lucky I don't have a light, pal.
香烟。哦，然后这
She
边
doesn't seem so dangerous that I need to grab my gun, but you never know.
哦，然后就拿到那个枪，然后，哎，所以这个可以，哦，这边保存整个案件的重要道具。
I haven't dusted you off in a while, partner. Looks like I may be needing you now.
这个烟很重要
Oh
吗？
man, I totally get you.
就是颓废老烟枪啊，这个设计真常见的。
Oh man, ironic, but ever since I've been on furlough, with only my fake badge sitting in my cabinet, I feel more like a cop than I ever had before. More like a Clawville cop, anyway.
所以他的警徽就被没收了是吧？
Ironic, but
大概是以前惹出什么麻烦吧，所以他就没有警徽可以用了，是不是？哎，好，重点是这个小姐你好。
who is this dame, anyway? And what the cluck is she doing in my apartment on New Year's Eve?
为什么这个小姐就可以直接闯进来啊？这个公寓的保存没问题吗？
Legs that go on for days. Deep, dark eyes. Silky skin and voice. You're in big trouble, pal.
你想干嘛？我就想问你，
Let
你想
me
干嘛？
introduce myself. My name is Deborah, Miss Deborah Ibanez.
You're mistaken, ma'am.
Oh, really? Please enlighten me, Mr. Featherland.
I'm not a private eye. I'd recommend Mr. Philmar Lowe instead of me. He's a nice guy.
Believe me, Mr. Featherland, it's not an accident I came to you.
Look, miss, I work for the police, and I'm currently on leave. I couldn't accept private commissions even if I wanted to. Not even from a classy dame like you.
Am I that easy to read?
That's my job. But tell me, since you've invited yourself in, would you like a drink?
I don't usually drink.
Well, I've gotta have one. And it'd be rude of me to drink alone. So, maybe some sherry?
哇，这个还有对嘴，而且真的是公鸡头在讲话，真的是公鸡头在讲话的。我就蛮好，这个真的是把头接在人的身体上吧。
If you insist, but bourbon, please.
Thank the wild ones. That's all I have.
What a coincidence.
So come on, spill it from the beginning.
你晚上一个漂亮妹子进来，然后跟你说我有个委托要给你。
Just a bunch of you. Nothing interesting. Leg. That's better. Now, if I understand correctly, your mistress is receiving threats. What kind of threats exactly?
It's a very strange matter. First, there were letters. Then it came printed on a wine bottle's label, sent as a gift. Then carved into a brick, thrown through the window. And finally, they painted it on the wall of the house in giant red letters.
I think it's time to dig a little deeper. If you don't mind, I'd like to ask you some routine questions.
在他们那个世界里面应该算漂亮吧？我也不确定，应该算吧。你当然在一个只有动物头的世界里面，就觉得哦，这小姐看起来应该漂亮吧？这里面的那个人这里面的那个什么动物全部都是动物头啊。
Please, that's why I'm here.
哦，有盘问环节是吗？哦，这边会把所有人物都给，所以这边会记录所有人物。他这边总共有几个人啊？所以总共有大概总共有30几个角色吧。线索1，受害者一名女士是一连串诡异威胁目标，所有威胁都是手写的。哦，他会把一些线索记录下来。就侦探游戏来说，应该是挺方便的。黛波拉伊巴内斯，高脚龄。外表美丽，内心脆弱，没什么特别之处。哦，所以他是那个高脚羚羊哦。对吧？还会把他那个种族写下来啊。荒野世界大多数地方都崇拜3位神奇，他们是伟大的荒野之神，构成了毁灭、创造、沉默的3位一体。哈利提是创造女神，卡普提是毁灭君主，恩可瓦蒂是沉默与虚无的无性别灵幽魂。代表永不提携冲突之中，世界在创造与毁灭之间维持了平衡。哦，然后这个就是世界观的一些设定哦。那你比较了解这游戏世界观之类的。
So, this is the part where the interrogation comes, like in those detective movies.
Something like that, Deborah. Yes.
哦，专注对嫌犯了解，或者他是否有嫌疑，要注意力就在这上面。这个算是审问是吗？审问环节。收集嫌犯的印象，每个印象都增加一个新的问题线。新的印象，收集印象后就会有更多的问题线。侦探已经最好的朋友，他在陪我盘问进展，务必维持在季节那一刻。哦，反正就是问什么，反正就是要尽量选择对的选项，然后让那个分数加上就对了。这个世界啊。我也个人也觉得挺好奇，他们是吃什么？你总不可能叫肉食性动物全部吃素吧
I must be cautious and smart. This dame seems shy, which I can use to my advantage. But I must be careful about what I say to her, or I can scare her off. Let's start gently, and when the time comes, we can go in hard.
哦，所以是比较看起来腼腆的女人吗？所以一开始要对她温柔一点，不能太刺激她这样。
Who exactly are you, ma'am?
I'm not somebody important, Mr. Featherland.
You're important enough to deal with such a delicate matter, right?
I carry out the wishes of my employer, nothing more. This means simple paperwork, most of the time.
You've been thrown into deep water, sweetheart. Tell me, can you even swim?
Believe me, this is just as unpleasant for me as it is for you, if not even more.
因为这个小姐应该是帮忙跑腿吧，她应该不是委托人，但是她只是帮那个委托人跑腿的，可能是秘书之类的吧。
Tell me, which part of the city do you live in? Calavera Hills? Flowerville, maybe?
Look, I don't want to answer that. I'm here on behalf of my employer, and not on personal business.
Fair point, Deborah. Let's try a different approach.
收集各种动物的头，以后应该还会有其他动物出来啊。
Why did you have to visit me this particular evening?
I have my reasons. I may look like a silly little fawn, and maybe I am, but I still have common sense.
I don't doubt that for a second, Miss Ibanez.
This day is essential to my mistress, and she thought it's also important to you.
A message in itself, for sure. But to be honest, even you are.
You know what? I'll just take that as a compliment, even if it wasn't meant as such.
哦，有新印象惊慌可疑分数。这个我到底要问啥？你到底知道你自己想要什么吗？你身体爪是土生土长的吗？我现在要跟他闲话家常吗？
Why did you come to visit me? Why not your employer herself?
My employer is Miss Natasha Katsenko. She hasn't been leaving her home lately, only if she really has to.
因为他的雇主是一只猫哦。
How so?
他的雇主是一只猫。
Miss Natasha is afraid. She's scared because of those unwanted messages, and everyone knows who she is.
So she's that kind of woman.
I don't know what you mean.
Of course you do, Deborah. Thank you, by the way. We're finally getting somewhere. We avoided the point long enough. Deborah's hiding something, no question. Let's focus on that.
哦，有了。所以我现在其实可以直接，我现在就可以直接问他说，他到底要来干嘛？
What exactly did you expect by coming here to meet me?
I expected your help, just like my mistress said.
Oh, that's very nice. But have you seen this neighborhood? Have you seen this wreck called a hotel? Who were you hoping to find in a place like this?
Someone reliable.
Well, I am reliable.
And discreet.
That's right.
And thorough.
No question about that.
And has a heart of gold.
Okay, let's stop it right there.
小姐，你还真会说话，但对我来说太冒险，不能接受。假装你从来没找到我好吗？这是完全这拒绝的意思吧？应该选第三个。
Are you in some sort of jam?
Nothing of the sort. There are simply things better left unsaid.
Then you're wasting my time.
I trust your instincts. You'll manage it.
Yeah, and I have no other choice, right?
To be honest, no, Mr. Featherland. Not really.
所以他是代替他的那个雇主来的，然后可能是他们受到什么威胁吧，因为他们受到一些威胁，所以这他的雇主就直接委托这个小姐，请他找主角帮忙解决事情之类的。
Don't you think this whole thing is a little suspicious?
Look, Santino, I'll explain everything.
I have no doubt about that. You look just the type, sweetheart. No offense.
I'll take that as a compliment. Or maybe I'll act like I haven't heard it.
You see, we're starting to understand each other.
这个我到底要选哪一个？我完全无从判断起要选哪一个啊。
Tell me, Deborah, why should I believe you at all?
Because my mistress trusts you.
Should that be enough?
If you really like what she thinks you are, then yes.
Damn, what can I say to that?
Look, I didn't mean to back you up against the wall.
You have a way with words, sweetheart. Did you ever want to be a cop?
No, not for the world.
Smart answer. Be honest and tell me what you're so afraid of.
You know, Mr. Featherland, my mistress's partner is Hobart Wessler. Or as most people know him...
Ibn Wessler, the Kingpin.
Exactly.
啊，这个应该不是猫吧？这个应该不是猫吧？等等去看那个资料好了。
Feathery gods, help me.
So you get it now. The secrecy.
To put it mildly, I think I understand it all. Wessler. This little piece of the puzzle changes everything.
哦，还会有盘问题耶。传说中的公鸡又回来，雇主娜塔莎现在爱人是臭名昭彰的黑帮大佬伊本韦斯勒。哦，他每个盘问最后都会有一个，他每个盘问最后都会有个那个什么评价啦。如果你让那个分数加上去的话，就表示说，让那个分数加上去的话，就是可以得到最高级这样子。我看一下，可以拿到一些资料这样。先看一下。神秘系史黛布拉伊内巴瑟雇主是娜塔莎·猫奇克女士。娜塔莎现在爱人是臭名昭彰黑帮大佬伊本韦斯勒，所以这个是他的，所以他的雇主是只猫，还真是猫。哦，还有各种细项条目。这个资讯整理还不错啊，它帮你把一些主要的线索收集起来，然后再帮你把一些主要人物的一些那个什么，主要人物的一些那个什么设定啊，还是一些细项的一些资讯都帮你记录起来。这是啥？这是她男朋友。巴特伊本韦斯勒，性别老鼠，英俊潇洒，魅力超群，心红手辣的黑道大人物啊！我看不出来，我看不出来他英俊在哪。利爪是最有名的黑帮之一，房地产大亨、银行董事、博物馆老板、酿酒师，他肮脏小爪子覆盖利爪是地下世界各个地方。看不出来哪里帅嘞，所以猫跟那个老鼠可以在一起哦。这个世界观，猫跟老鼠可以在一起啊。她不会把她男朋友给吃了吗？
Every whiskey has the same color nowadays, at least in this price range. Murky brown swill. I should improve my standards. I need a secretary. Why don't you take it to the police? Just go there and file a report. Photos, flashing lights, fingerprints, you know the drill. The evidence is very clear. Even a moderately talented detective could easily wrap this case up. Or just try the phone. 555-111.
Please, take a look at this.
Well, okay. Let's see.
I know Molly very well. Please note this when deciding whether or not to accept my assignment. Miss Ibanez is a trusted friend. Treat her as gentleman. N.
I felt like I'd been hit on the back of my head with a blackjack. Reality tilted. Molly. Good gods. What was her name doing there? I glanced at the opposite wall with the well-worn picture frames. Like an eternally dark hole in the wall. A missing piece. She was wearing a light silk dress and singing a lullaby. The waves caressing her beautiful long legs. Why Molly? Why now?
Mr. Featherland?
拿他老婆威胁他哦，拿他以前离开他老婆威胁他，是不是？
Santino, are you all right?
What the hell is this supposed to mean?
I don't know anything, Mr. Santino. My mistress told me to give this to you. She said you'd understand. Don't you?
Oh, of course I understand, Miss Ibanez. I get it very well. But this case is becoming more and more confusing. It's starting to look like blackmail. Don't play innocent with me.
But...
All right. When can I visit?
Visit? Me?
Not you. Miss Katsenko.
Oh, yes. You can find her at the Tsar Club.
Didn't you tell me she's not the social kind? That she's especially unsociable? Or does she only like loud and crowded clubs?
No, she's really not like that. But she owns the place.
Judging by the flyer, it must be a very busy club, especially on New Year's Eve, right?
I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding Miss Katsenko. But there's one small problem, Mr. Featherland.
Let me guess. Mr. Wessler better not know about my visit.
Exactly. How did you know?
20 years experience, ma'am. Oh, and please, call me Sonny.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Sonny.
I'll talk about the rest with Ms. Katsenko in person. A good friend of mine would be happy to take you home if you'd like.
I'd appreciate that, Sonny.
哦，所以接下来这个主角私底下要去找一个黑道老大的女人是吗？找黑道老大的女朋友，而且不能让她的男朋友发现啊。然后她的男朋友是一只老鼠，好吧
Thank you again, Mr. Sonny.
Don't mention it, Deborah. I had no other plans for today, except drink. But
I'm sorry, I don't smoke.
thought so.
想抽又没得抽，我可怜啊。
Just a phone call, and a good friend of mine can take you home.
Thank you, Sonny.
Just a phone.
Thank you.
我觉得这游戏目前配音真的还蛮多的，
Legs that
它那个配音量还真挺多的，就一个独立游戏而已，还蛮多的。录音室的电话是555932，话说他们警察局的电话是55915511耶。如果我拨警察局的电话会怎样啊？
Bravo PD, how can I help you?
哎，还真的。
nothing. Forget it.
好吧，没有用，这个是。我就觉得是特色啊，我就是有看，我就是看他那个我看他有动物头，我觉得很有趣才买的。我就是因为看有动物头很有趣才买，一般人类就不有趣。
Hey, Lewis. Am I bothering you?
No. Of course not, Sonny. Old friend, what's up?
Could you come over? I've got a favor to ask if you're not busy.
For you, anything. Just a minute.
Lewis arrived a few minutes later. He lived in the rooms above, so it wasn't difficult getting here, not to mention that he's a rabbit. It was a quick hop. The Atlas Hotel was his inheritance. It was once a well-renowned place, but not anymore. The last economic crisis ruined it. And now, besides me, he was the only resident of this enormous place.
所以他们这个地方以前是个酒店是吗？然后这个他好朋友是只兔子。
The good old rabbit. I can always count on him, even on New Year's Eve. Thanks for being so quick, Lewis. Can you drive Miss Ibanez home? I have some things to take care of.
Of course, Sonny. You know, anything for you.
Thank you for being so considerate, Sonny. I appreciate it.
Don't mention it.
Goodbye, then.
So long, Deborah. Before I visit the club, I have to take a detour. I've got a feeling that this case isn't going to be a one-man job. And there's only one bird in this city I can trust. My ex-partner, Marty. He's going to be at the station. I can only hope he'll be willing to talk to me.
对他找他另一个好基友，另一个好基友一起去那个，一起办这个案子这样。
It seems... I can always count on you. Thanks, old buddy.
Don't even mention it, my friend.
You got anything planned for today?
I thought I'd visit a nightclub. It's New Year's Eve, after all.
Well, I didn't mean to hold you up.
I'll ask a favor of you someday.
I owe you a lot of those, don't I?
That's true. I don't deny it.
那个他们那个公鸡跟兔子是朋友啊。
I can always count on.
哦，这个对话已经重复了。
Could I ask you a few more questions, Deborah?
Feel free, Sonny.
哇，这游戏对话量真多哎！哎，还有询问功能啊！所以它这游戏跟角色互动就是对话、观察、盘问跟询问是吗？哇，这么多项！好，先从第一开始
I've
问啊。
already told you more about myself than I wanted to.
Afraid you'll get your hands dirty?
I'm afraid I already did.
Do you think my whereabouts aren't a secret?
Do you think they ever were?
Well, I was hoping.
Clawville is a big city, but not so big that Santino Featherland can hide in it.
Oh, please, flatter me more. So, Ibn Wessler, eh? You know you could have dropped the bomb a little earlier.
If I started with that, I'm sure you would have thrown me out.
You're right. He's one of the most dangerous gangsters in the city.
I only know he's an influential businessman.
Isn't that the same?
Not even you can see the world as that black and white.
小姐有时候嘴巴还蛮，有时候这小姐有时候嘴巴还挺会讲话的，我觉得。虽然看起来有点弱弱，她好像有时候嘴巴还挺会讲话。
Sonny, I've already told you what I know. I've never read the message. My job was to give it to you and nothing more.
You really are this innocent, aren't you?
I'm not sure I get what you mean.
Let me give you some advice, sister. Leave the city and get as far as you can from the likes of Ibn Wessler.
It's not so simple, Mr. Featherland. My mistress needs me.
这个就是这个游戏的特色，猎奇动物头，这是这游戏的特色啊！我就把他们想成全部都是兽人好了，好像有个动画跟这个游戏的那个风格有点像吧？我记得好像有个漫画跟这个游戏风格有点像。我记得那个游戏不是那个漫画主角好像是一个狼，好像也是一匹狼，然后他们也是有人的身体跟动物的头在上面这样。他那个风格就是，他那个风格有点像那部漫画。如果忘记那部漫画叫什么名字，那个我只有看过那部漫画的简介，但我还没看就是了。斩鸡头历史。
Is she really that important to you? That you drive around in the dead of night to questionable places to deliver messages you know absolutely nothing about?
I would do more than that for her.
I see. You're smooth. Real smooth.
Thank you, Mr. Featherland.
Sonny, please. Just Sonny.
哦，因为黛布拉应该跟那个对娜塔莎应该还蛮忠心的，他就是娜塔莎手下，然后他对他挺忠心的，他就愿意帮那个娜塔莎来这里对他来这里委托主角这样。
So this Natasha dame.
Look, I'm just the messenger. You have to talk to my mistress about the details. Miss Katsenko was very clear on this matter.
I see. But
Please, Sonny, let's not make this even more uncomfortable.
okay, understood. Let's drop it.
Thank you.
好，那这边应该也差不多了，还有什么吗？
Maybe I'm really gonna write.
娜塔莎黑寡妇了。
I need a sec. My wife took all.
所以好，我就直接我看一下有什么新线索好了。哇，好多。娜塔莎可以在什么地方见过妻子茉莉，或者她有非常好的线人，就去找其中联系。去撒谎俱乐部找娜塔莎。哦，这是他的那个好朋友，路易斯，兔子。因为老朋友说要捡个拉巴，一只兔子。路易斯曾是酒店老板，也是因为老朋友，现在是房东。那个酒店只剩下他们两个住在这。啊，这不惨、从房东从那个酒店老板变成没人要住的房子的房东了。警觉总部又名绞肉机，应该动物所准备巨大黑暗的建筑，不一定是山死那些坐牢动物。那那个地点又有那个讯息，利爪是最有名的俱乐部之一，那些应该是指那些动物吧。出了名的跟警察不对付，除非深陷于的黑警。看一下，所以我现在应该要 要去警察局，主要场景哦，这个是主线剧情是吧？主要场景随着剧情发展决定了地点的开放封闭状态，这应该是主线剧情啊。限定场景，在特定时间内开放。那完美主义者的话是今天下个主要场景前要造访所有限定场景哦，所以这个应该是主线，或者这个是支线吧？这个概念大概是这样。请务必确定自己绝对不打算造访任何可用的限定场景，只选择下一个主要场景。选择之后，再无法造访之前的限定场景。也就是说，你在进入主要场景之前，要先去限定场景，不然会错过这样。好吧，不过这个地方好像也没，目前好像只能去警局嘛。
It was New Year's Eve, and I was driving, half drunk, risking my whole life's work. But still, it didn't feel any different. Every day was the same. And the 121 days I had left till my retirement seemed like an eternity. When I look out the window of the hotel room I call home, I see the same thing every day. A woman in a red nightgown dances slowly in circles to smooth music. The 9 o'clock show, with a glass of cheap bourbon and the red gown with the silent music. In the meantime, the proud city of Clawville is slowly eating itself alive. And we're still here, with nothing left to lose but our sanity, while others, the smart ones, had already gone. Molly. Does her name really upset me this much? All those years of solitude, and I still jump without question every time I hear it. And then there's Marty, my ex-partner, who hates me. But I know I have to speak with him, no matter what. Why do I feel like the past is watching me on this goddamn night?
因为大概是因为那颗头吧，的确是兔女郎啊，那个兔女郎的确是兔女郎啊，只不过是长得真正兔耳朵兔女郎这样。
At the station, we'd always draw straws about holiday duty. Marty never joined in. He always took the New Year's Eve shift, even though he had someone to go home to. I understood. 10 years ago, we survived the night the press called the Bloody New Year. Forgotten by Clawville, but not by us. We both left parts of ourselves behind that night.
所以接下来主角为了解决这个案子，决定去找他的前搭档。他好像已经跟他前搭档拆伙了吧？哇，我就觉得这游戏的配音真的是还蛮有诚意的。哎，这个是什么？豪猪跟这个是啥？豪猪？我知道这个是豪猪吧？这个是什么？刺猬。
Phyllis and Roy's, 2 hedgehogs with an arrogance typical of novice cops. They're as prickly as they look, officious little shitheads, but harmless. The bullet hole in my crest is worth more than these 2 combined.
为什么这两个人要在下雨的时候穿着雨衣站在外面啊？
Well, look at that. Hey, Sonny, what you scratching at over here? I heard the big boss threw you out.
Tough luck, boys. I may not be on duty, but I'm still a cop, just like you. Well, more than you.
Hey, you don't have to be so peckish, old bird. By the way, you're on luck. Blood Boil's not in tonight. Malloy is in charge.
Oh, God. That clumsy buffalo is here tonight. If he doesn't end up in a cell again, he's lucky.
You got it.
You looking for Marty, eh?
I see you're still the brains around here, Phyllis. Yeah, I'm looking for Marty. Birds of a feather flock together.
I see you're still the funny guy around here. You'll find the giant feather duster at the shooting range. As always.
Hey, Royce, I'm telling you this because maybe you'll be able to understand. If this prickly shithead makes another racist remark, I'll strangle him with his own raincoat.
I'd love to see that.
Hey, whose side are you on, you jerk?
哦，所以 他们就说那个马蒂现在在靶场里面是吧？所以接下来去靶场那边玩。哦，我觉得第一个 BOSS 真的比较难啦，而且那个蜘蛛真的很难打。那个要大概花一些时间熟悉一下，重点是他那个攻击太多，他那个攻击花样有够多，后面的食蚁兽还比较好打。
By the way, what's with the raincoats? Couldn't you find an umbrella?
Why? Frank says it'll be rain, and see, it's raining. He's a frog, so he must know.
Yeah, well, I'm a rooster, but I hate getting up early.
Raincoats are just fine, okay. You have a problem with that, Sonny?
No, just, you know, the spikes sticking through and all.
Is something wrong with our spikes, chicken?
Yeah, you know what? Just forget it.
可是他们那个刺都把羽翼给刺破了。
Whoa. Don't you freeze, boys? It's cold outside.
我也没有人跟他们讲，他们的羽翼已经被他们的刺给刺破了吗？
Yeah, truth be told, I'll freeze to my bones, Sonny. Even through this jacket, I'm completely soaked.
Really? I don't know why.
Don't listen to him, Royce. And
猪
you,
头完全不想跟他
you
们
got
讲。
nothing better to do. Bugger.
Okay. Just sometimes you two truly amaze me.
猪头完全不想跟他们讲，他们的羽翼已经没用了。
What? Why are you still sneaking around here, Sonny?
It always astonishes me how block-headed you two are.
哦，然后这个是海报是吗？这个应该是警局的海报吧？
Every time this poster disappears, good old Bloodboil puts it right back immediately. I tore it down at least 3 times already. Actually, it's a kind of passive-aggressive game for us with the chief. I'm sure it's Bloodboil himself taping back the torn-off posters, like some maniac. He must have a dozen of those things in his bag for emergencies. I'm sure it's Bloodboil.
所以这个是他们警察局的海报啊。那个镭射需要有点技巧啊。我是用圣杯小姐玩的，圣杯小姐有那个闪避功能，可以闪那个镭射这样。
Back in the day, I used to patrol the city's streets in one of these. I don't miss it, but it used to have its advantages. If you drive a cop car in Clawville, you can do almost anything you want. Until you've got the red and blue on, nobody asks a damn thing. Maybe that's why cops are the biggest gangsters around here. If you drive a... This happened when that old bloodhound, Bloodboil, was promoted to chief of police. The Castilia clan thought this would frighten the old hound, but they were so wrong.
对，这边曾经被黑帮攻击过是吧？然后这个断口就留下来了这样子。他那个冲刺无敌，你要蹲下来，然后蹲下来再冲刺才有无敌这样。看，你如果直接冲刺没办法，还要蹲下来冲刺才有无敌。
Did you miss me? No? Same here. We have a tough history, you and me. Maybe it's time to forget about the past, eh?
看，还有其他可以调查。巡逻车、路口，还有2个笨刺猬，2只笨刺猬在外面，好像没了吧？应该看这应该是没了，弹孔未调查过，那直接进去了。
Here we are again, Clawville Police Department. I've never been good at history, but if I'm not mistaken, this place has been a church, a hospital, and even some insane cult's secret hideout over the years. Anyway, the place holds the secrets of the ages, and some drunk pigs in the basement.
不过那个茶杯头地螺丝我觉得比较短啊，那个大概我是大概花6小时就把 BOSS 都打一打这样，大概花6小时就可以打到结局了。我是只有打普通难度啊，专家难度我是不打算玩这样。我看一下哦，这边是那个警察局里面是吧？哦，是海报。哦，门外收集品。
Marty drinks this shit. I've never tried it, but I'm pretty sure it's gross and probably toxic. Today is not the day I'm gonna try this. For me, nothing beats the iron-flavored, turbid tap water.
这是他们的饮水机是吗？
Honor, strength, unity. For the love of the wild gods, I'm gonna be sick. We used one of these as target practice once. Not out of disrespect. We were just too damn drunk. Officer Jardine. They say she's clever, smart, and dangerous. We need more of her kind in here. Officer Jardine.
然后这个是雅丽。
I'm really not in the mood to meet Deputy Malloy or any of my ex-colleagues from the Predatory Division.
然后是他们以前办公室。
I'm not here for this. I just need to grab Marty and get the hell out.
那个靶场在这。我先调查完这边。OK。
All it takes is one look, and my comb starts to tingle, which never means anything good.
这是他们利爪式的那个式徽是吗？狼、狮子、鸟。这我看不太清楚哎，这个没办法再靠近点看。
All it takes is one of Blood Boyle's favorites, mainly because he's a dog, of course. One of Blood Boyle. Detective Chow Hound Bosco. He thinks he's a real alpha, but nah, he's just a lapdog. More. Poor old lizard. You've seen better days, haven't you?
刚刚那句我不小心漏，刚刚那个我不小心漏掉，哎，可以跟他讲话
Mort, you
是吗？
scabious beast. What the hell did you do?
这个真的是蜥蜴，还会吐舌头啊！
Morty to you, sonny boy. Everything's fine. There was just a bit of trouble in the bar, and someone got knocked on the head with a glass. It wasn't my fault. I'm as blind as a bat, am I right?
Did that ever bother you, Morty?
Listen, sonny boy. Go tell them to leave me alone, eh? It's New Year's Eve, after all, and I didn't even do anything wrong. Now,
Where's your little lapdog to get you out of this mess? Is that little pimp of a midget still sniffing around you?
Jesse is a good boy, sonny. And he's good to me, believe me.
Oh, God, spare me the details. When will you finally realize that little shit's been using you?
Oh, of course he's using me. What could a pretty boy like him want from this old monster, eh? Still, sonny, I have no one else. You understand that, don't you?
Even you deserve better, pal. By the way, you look horrible, even for yourself. Are you feeling okay?
Well, I'm not what I used to be. But neither are you, judging from your voice. But I'm seeing a doctor, sonny boy. I really am.
Don't need to, Mort. I'm fine. Anyway, if Bubo prescribed you something, don't even think about taking it.
I don't talk to that insane owl.
Damn right.
Please, say something on my behalf, okay? I really don't have time for this Detective Buffalo shit.
Hey, careful with that. Buffalo Malloy is the chief today.
Like I can.
I'll try to speak for you, but keep it down till then, okay? You don't need this shit, and I don't need it either.
Sonny boy, you've always been a good friend.
More like a clucking pigeon.
哦，所以他们认识是吧？哎，我看一下他是谁。哇，角色好多。刺猬，讨厌这家伙。所以那个主角讨厌这两个刺猬是吧？反正这小屁精，这样他还是没有人在意他。又大又忙，跟我搭档忙有点像。不过路易斯没有一颗善良的心。莫妮卡罗森蜂鸟，然后看一下刚刚那个，这他是谁？科莫多巨蜥，又老又瞎，不可救药老顽童。喜欢小偷小摸的混蛋，他是个彻头彻尾瞎子。但现在年纪大了救不了自己，所以所以他跟他很熟，因为他经常进警局是吗？莫特所在俱乐部发生斗殴事件让人惊讶，他算是我好朋友，所以跟他妈说几句好话。
Tell me, sonny boy, how's Molly and the little chickie?
You really know how to hurt a guy.
Is something wrong?
They no longer live with me, Mort. For a few years now. And to be honest, we're not really in touch.
I'm sorry, pal. I didn't want to reopen old wounds.
It's all right, Morty. Let's drop it.
他说是他老婆跟女儿，惨。
Everything all right, Lizard Wizard?
Yeah, it will be as soon as I'm out of here.
不能对话，好吧？还有旁边那只狗，这只狗抓他的，是不是？
Holy wild ones, look what the cat dragged in.
Hello to you too, Bosco. I see you're busy, as always.
I've been sniffing around one of the rundown joints. You know how it goes. And boom, this son of a lizard comes flying out the window. I didn't know the lizards could fly. So, Mort was being a bad boy again. Nothing unusual. And you? Still dying?
I'm still a cop for another 121 days, Bosco. It's as unpleasant to me as it is to you.
All right. No need to bite. Wasn't trying to mess with you. You have Moses and Plato for that. And of course, Blood Boil.
Let's hope I won't run into any of them tonight.
Looking for Marty, eh? Ever since you left, he's kind of lost. He's trying to hide it, but he's not the same bird.
Well, I don't think we'll have a teary reunion, thinking about how we parted.
Let me give you some advice, Sonny. Let him rage. He'll be the same after that. Anyway, he was the one that shot you, right? You should be mad, not him.
It's not that simple, Bosco, but we'll see how he reacts. Thanks anyway.
No worries, pal.
所以他跟他马蒂菜的时候，马蒂还朝他开枪哦，这么刺激哦。
How are the pups?
They're real monsters. Life's a living hell. But it'd be even worse without them, you know?
Yeah, you're telling me.
Oh, right. Sorry.
And how's life without the chicken police?
Unfortunately, the worst half is still here. But it's good. It's so uneventful.
Want me to make a scene?
No, I'm fine without it, really.
Listen, Bosco, do you need this mess with Mort?
Like hell I do. But what can I do when he's almost beat a fucking giraffe to death?
A giraffe? Never mind, it's New Year's Eve. There's a brawl like this in every joint of the city, and you know that. He's just a loser, and also blind. Maybe someone just stuck that broken mug in his hand.
You know that's not what happened.
Of course I know.
All right, I'll let him go. We don't need him yelling in here all night. I'll write the report and throw him out. But he'd better not end up back in here again tonight.
I'll have a talk with him.
哦，所以这个莫特不小心把一只长颈鹿给打死了。他有这么猛吗？
Just sign any bullshit testimony they shove in your face, and you're free to go. Bosco also wants to get through with it, just like you.
Thanks, Sonny. Much obliged.
You owe me another one, old man, and I won't forget it.
You can count on me, sonny boy. I'll help if I can.
哦，所以以后有事可以找他帮忙意思。
Just sign any bullshit.
You can count.
有事可以找莫特之类的。
Keep up the good work. You're a good boy, Bosco.
Cluck off, Sonny.
哦，这边还有吗？哎，还有这个小姐。
Monica Rosen. Receptionist in theory, but in reality, she's doing literally everything around here. Like the beating heart of the PD. She's too good for this place, even for this city. Soft and ordinary, but also somehow cold and distant. The kind you'd like to invite for a coffee, but you know would say no, no matter who you are or what you do.
可能人家不想结婚吧，他自己一个人可以过得好啊，对不对？
Hey, Monica.
Hey, Boss Bird. What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be celebrating somewhere?
哦，所以这个是蜂鸟是不是？ 一个公鸡，一个蜂鸟。
Every day's a holiday since I got out of here.
I can tell. But what are you doing here? Are you here for a file? You know, I'm a little busy right now.
Yeah, you could look after a few things for me, but first I'd like to talk to Mr. Big Beak McChicken himself. Those two prickly assholes told me he's emptying the magazines in the hole.
Like always. And if he carries on like that, he's gonna use up all our ammo. So it would be nice if you drag him out of there. You know how this day is for him.
For him?
You know I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so just sign here and you're good to go.
Thank you, darling.
Don't mention it, Boss Bird.
哦，所以现在可以进去那个靶场是吗？
Hey, Sonny, is everything all right?
Sure, everything's fine, Mon. I'm just distracted.
That's nice. Life is best if you let the adventures take you with them.
Jeez, Mon. Don't read so many romantic novels.
That was one of yours, actually. From the old Sonny. You used to love saying nice little things like that, remember?
I try not to.
We can't erase the past because we are the past ourselves, am I right?
Stop that right there.
Okay, okay. I'm just joking.
这是他以前的黑历史之一吗？
Yes, Boss Bird?
Nothing. Carry on. I'll...
Just don't make a mess, okay?
哦，还可以问他这些资讯哦，这么多。
What do you know about the Czar Club?
Nothing special. I've never been there. It's a famous place, though. Expensive cigars, unaffordable drinks, pretty gals. All the movie stars and politicians go there at least once a week.
And all the big shot mobsters, too, I've heard.
Yeah, I was saying the same thing. Still living in the Atlas?
If something works, why change it, right?
Well, if you like it there.
Listen, Monica, you could, come by sometime for a drink or...
I didn't hear that, and you didn't say that.
Okay, got it. Sorry.
Anything else, Boss Bird?
Do we have a file on Hobart, Ibn, Wessler?
Are you kidding me? We have a whole room just for him. Want the key? You can spend the remaining days of your paid holiday in there.
No thanks. Never mind. You're a bit sassy today, aren't you?
I'm sorry, Sonny, but I'm starting to shed my feathers because of this insane asylum. You know, New Year's Eve and Blood Boil's not here when he should be.
Somehow I'm not sorry about that.
Yeah, I bet you're not, Boss Bird.
所以现在他这个警察局长在这。
Natasha Katzenko. Interesting name. Is it real or just an alias?
It's supposed to be real, but who knows?
We have nothing on her. She's either clean or uses a fake name. Maybe both, but I don't think so. Aside from that, everyone knows what I know about her. Singer, star, the #1 babe in this town, so to speak.
Thanks, little bird. It's something.
Glad I could help.
哦，所以这个娜塔莎算是头号明星是吗？然后他跟黑帮老大是，他跟黑帮老大有在一起。哎，我看一下，所以现在应该去靶场吧？好像没有其他可以调查。
We used one of these as top.
应该是没其他可以调查，东西好像已经拿了。
This is gonna be a hard ride. Last time we saw each other, he had a smoking gun in his hand, and I was bleeding. I don't know how we can get past that, but it's worth a try. Long thighs and a big gun. That's Marty's idea of a perfect woman. Can't blame him for it. Hello, Cassandra. I hope we'll meet again. Oh God, I'm starting to sound like Marty. That little note down there. What can I say? Classic Marty.
所以这边，
That little note.
所以这边有个这个海报没什么资讯，这应该是他的搭档啊。他搭档也是一只鸡这样，哎。这边还有其他可以调查没有啊？好吧，先跟他那个，先跟他老搭档讲一下话。
Marty looks good. Big and loud and angry as always. Hey, Marty.
Oh, well, look who's here. Hello, Boss Bird. What, are you lost? This is the PD building, you know?
Cut the shit, Marty. We're better than this.
Well, at least you are. better than anyone, huh?
Marty, come on, let's forget that. What's past is past.
Easy for you to say, Sonny.
Damn it, Marty, you shot me, remember? I almost bled to death.
Hell yeah, I remember. Unfortunately, my aim wasn't good enough.
I need your help, okay?
Well, it's a start.
Okay, I've said it. I won't do it again.
Yeah, right.
So, are you in? Just for tonight. Small case. We'll wrap it up in no time.
他为什么？是因为有那个夫人在吗？是因为有那个夫人在的关系吗？反正我记得那个标签好像很多人都可以加上去，是吗？那个标签不知道怎么来的。
What kind of case?
A personal one.
How personal?
Very. The kind of case where if you come with me right now, you're not on duty anymore.
Ooh, damn, Sonny, stop it right there. I'm in.
That's it?
Do you know how boring life is here without your stupid, reckless shit? Soon enough, I'll shoot all the ammo in here out of boredom. Right, so, tell me, what's it about?
I'll tell you in the car.
Ooh, can I bring Bertha?
Ah, for the love of... Marty, this is a routine case. You can't bring your shotgun, okay? Bertha stays.
原来是 mod 是吗？毕竟 PC 版就可以上 mod 了吧，是不是？
Okay. But at least Susie can come, right?
All right, Susie can come.
That's what I want to hear.
要帮他枪取名字啊？有啊，那个他之后10月的时候要出 DLC 啊，他10月的时候要出 DLC 吧，新的主角跟第三人称模式这样，应该重点就第三人称模式啊。他是那个10月的时候要出啊，我看一下啊，这是他前搭档鸡，性别男，这漂亮白色羽毛，他为我吃过枪。算我自找的，直接开枪射他啊！与搭档漫长的艰辛10年老搭档，他现在只是非正式的帮我，直到我了结这个案子为止。马丁性子急，拳头硬，向来可靠，不管怎样都指望他。于是到枪的事情，他展现真实自我的时候，也是我不想挡到大的时候，至少没在想。惹他生气，他会用枪往你头上开枪，是不是？反正冒着谁都可以玩嘛，是吧
Marty looks good. Hey, Marty, what about Laura? How come she didn't eat you yet?
Yeah, very funny. We're good, by the way. Mostly. As good as we can be after all these years.
Glad to hear it.
She asks a lot about you.
Really?
Yeah. She always hated you for getting me into trouble all the time.
Understandable.
But she also felt sorry for you.
Oh, well, thanks. That's much better.
If I'm honest with you, she loved the chicken police Marty better than this one.
Well, I think I'll take that as a compliment.
Whatever, Sonny.
所以劳拉是他女朋友是吧？这个游戏还不错，是会把一些人物资讯都记录在这啊。马蒂的妻子叫劳拉，一个美丽又热心种掠食种。不知道看到马蒂哪一点找到这个女人，所以他几辈子修来的福分。劳拉是掠食种，所以她不是鸟咯？难不成是老鹰吗？对不对？哦，你是说之后出的那个浪猫是吗？那看起来不错哎，我也在考虑要不要玩这样。不过好像那个是7月底的时候出吧。
Hey, there were 4 weapons here. Where are the others? You're not bringing them with you, I hope.
Oh, we're going to a bar, aren't we?
Yeah, that's the point.
And? What?
A buffalo killer and 2 handguns? We're only there to sniff around, not start a goddamn war.
对啊，那个是7月20号出的，也快7月底啊。那7月底超多游戏，就刚好7月底很多游戏嘛。对啊，不过我觉得那个游戏那种小品游戏应该要等特价的时候，应该是很快掉价吧。通常再过几个月，可能又有更多折扣之类的。
Yeah, war, bar, what's the difference? And it's freaking New Year's Eve, right?
Of all that's furry, you know what? I don't even care.
That's the spirit.
所以这个，所以这个马蒂身上带很多枪，是不是
Why the hell do you need 3 guns?
Who said I have just 3?
我看一下，哦，好像把着，这是开关。瞄准敌人射击，别打到人质。击中敌人会增加你的积分及剩余时间，击中人质正好相反，你却处决你自己，然后果断开枪。打完6发子弹之后，你需要重新装弹，就跟西部片里一样。哦，这个是射击小游戏哦。你看你想要赶快玩还是慢慢玩这样？像那种游戏一定很快之后就有那个，很快就有特价了，我觉得。哦，这是射击小游戏，这个。干，不小心射，不小心射到这扣500分哎，对不对？2490分，赞！这个瞄准人质射击，别伤到敌人。直接再试一次。我可能刚刚不小心射到那个人质了，对不对？人家马蒂这边射超久的。这个主角这边，这个主角在外面已经颓废很久了，好不好？这个。他有时候很坏的是，他故意在那个墙北前面放人质在前面要拿高分不容易耶，干，他真的很故意耶，对不对？有嘞，熟练之后就快很多了，对不对？哦，有啦，8000分了啦 ，OK 了啦，可以了吧？射到人质一次扣500分，那个是。我想，那个马蒂用枪用多久？他还帮自己的枪取名字，程度当然有差。
So, Sonny, you still limping?
The pellets tore my right hip to pieces, so yes, the doctor says I'll limp forever.
Ah, good to hear that.
Fuck off.
所以是马蒂把他腿弄瘸的，他们之间的关系到底是好还是不好啊
Can we go finally, or are you waiting for a big warm hug?
Let's get out of here before I get detained for gutting you.
Ah, lovely and peaceful as always. Welcome back, Boss Bird.
所以这边还有其他线索吗？好像也没啊，好像也没其他东西啊。他还有恰好设计一个射击场小游戏。
Bye, Mandy. See you soon.
You've named the poster girl. You a bit lonely these days?
You're one to talk. I've heard you muttering to her.
What, me? To a poster? Don't be silly.
You know, the broad in the picture really was a cop.
Was? Why? What happened to her?
She shot herself while cleaning her gun.
What a waste.
You know, the broad in the was. She shot herself while cleaning her gun.
What a waste.
这个小姐太可怜了吧？这个，那是海报她遗照是不是？
Still drink coffee?
Yeah, my only poison. Except for guns, of course.
We could visit our old haunt. What do you think?
Oh, a nice cup of Zips coffee and the hot dog. I'm in. Oh, and maybe we'll get into a little fight too, huh?
If it comes to that, I'm leaving you without a blink.
Oh yeah, like last time?
Those were different times, Marty, with a different Sonny.
Well, all right. To the city then.
You don't have to come with me, you know.
Okay, I know. Let's go.
这个不知道怎么插的。
Sonny, there's a little problem.
Not so little, and it smells, too. What the furry hell is Blood Boil doing here?
Well, it seems we can't avoid speaking to him.
Oh, yes, we can. You have your rifle with you, right?
What?
Just kidding. Sort of.
那个枪口对着自己，那个不小心走火又会把自己蹦掉，超危险的。
Maybe next time. I'm not in the mood to meet any of my ex-colleagues right now.
哎，所以这个是局长哎，局长怎么今天突然来了？这么刺激哦！
When you left...
When Blood Boil kicked me out, you mean?
Yeah. So, that affected even her.
Why? Because she can do her job in peace?
You know that's not what I mean.
Yeah, I guess.
对啊，因为枪其实很危险，一般来说不会把枪口对着自己跟别人啦，因为有时候就会出意外嘛，这很。
An angel in the form of a fragile little bird.
Yep, that's her.
We're leaving, sweetheart.
Stay safe, boys. I'm glad to see you two together again.
I'm afraid you're alone with that.
Hey, don't make me change my mind.
哦啊，豆腐干啊！
You won't, Marty. I bet you can't wait to get mixed up in some serious trouble again.
Yep, that's true.
I'm serious, boys. Be careful out there.
We're big birds, Monica. We can take care of ourselves.
Okay, but take care of each other, too.
Will do, Monica.
Yes, ma'am.
你找到了好基友，这个出去办案了是吧？这个听起来怎么感觉那么危险呢？我虽然没有碰过枪啦，不会用枪的人用起来应该也挺危险。
Hey, Monica. Remember that invitation from the other day?
Oh, yeah, I'm so sorry, Marty. I'd love to, but I've got a lot of work to do. You know how it is. Please tell your sweetheart that I'm sorry.
Okay, I understand. No problem.
We'll meet at the annual party anyway, right?
Yeah, that's true. I'll tell Laura.
我很想看看他老婆哎，他老婆是瑞士种，他老婆到底是什么？到底是
I have a strange feeling that we'll meet again tonight.
Strange. I have that feeling too.
That's weird. I was just thinking the same thing.
I have a strange...
That's weird.
他那个对话还挺多的，我觉得这游戏对话量超多的。然后在探索那个背景的时候，还会有对话，而且都有配音。
Do you still drink that garbage?
Hey, it's not garbage, okay? Allegedly, they've used it as medicine once, if you must know.
Yeah, once they used to heal with bloodletting too, Marty. Don't believe everything that's on these labels. You're not a little chick anymore.
Okay, Dad. This is the future.
It is? I'd rather drink the past then.
Huh, you mean a 12-year-old bourbon?
Hey, I'm not, but yeah, that's exactly what I mean. Don't drink that shit, Marty. It's bad for your health.
Sonny, you're bad for my health.
这个听起来有点糟糕。对啊，所以如果不会用枪的，应该不会用枪拿起来应该挺危险的、啊。有时候那个不小心走火就会蹦掉。像那个惊魂猎逃就是用枪，然后枪突然蹦掉你这样。
Do you remember when they changed the old coat of arms and we used it as target practice?
对，这个游戏是侦探游戏啊。哦，我发现他那个对话量超多的，他那个初期的对话量就超多的。就目前主角就接到一个神秘女人的委托，然后可能要委托他调查什么案子之类的。然后那个委托的人是一只猫，而且他是那个什么黑帮老大的女朋友，很经典。
I remember Blood Boil catching us and almost suspending us because of your stupid shit.
My stupid shit? I remember it was your idea. And you were drunk as hell.
Yeah, and I remember you... Oh, shut the fuck up.
就是 日常讲干话，我就觉得这大概是这游戏的特点吧。
You know, when I was a boy, those words used to enchant me.
I thought you became a cop for the guns.
Well, yeah, that was the main reason. This was the other.
This city's lucky to have you, Marty.
Yeah, isn't it? And how lucky are you, too?
没有，他们现在应该是冬天，所以应该没关系。哎，我就觉得这游戏配音真的有够。
Did you ever notice how much bigger the lion and the fox are than the other?
You know, maybe all animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others.
Huh. So that's why our king's a fox and not a sheep or a bird, right?
It's maybe a little late, but you're starting to get it, Detective.
Where are the insects, anyway? And the reptiles? Did you ever think about that?
Many times. I think they didn't fit the idyllic image, so they've been left out. Simple as that.
That says a lot about this city.
It says everything, Marty.
这游戏种族还有昆虫跟爬行动物，然后他们又是更低阶的种族，是吗？我是不敢想象这个人神头如果如果变成一只虫的头会怎样？这应该更猎奇吧？这个游戏世界还有昆虫种族。
All it takes is one look. Join the force, protect the crown, serve the people.
Get bribed, get beaten by a hooker, get fat.
还有其他吗？好像没了。
Oof, I gotta say, good old Bosco looks like shit.
如果这游戏敢出现小强人，我就把这游戏关掉。
Yeah, like a beaten dog.
Well, you, on the other hand, you just got older.
Shut the clock up, Marty.
这游戏如果出现小强人，我应该会把它关掉。
Maybe he's worth asking a thing.
Yeah, that flea bag can be useful. I see you're swamped, buddy.
I've sent the old lizard away. I don't need him to foul the air anymore. I hate his kind anyway.
Well, because he's a reptile.
No, because he's a good-for-nothing piece of shit.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And you letting off some steam?
Something like that. We'll go and check out some seedy joint. We're cops after all, ain't we? And this is still Clawville.
That's true, pal. Protect and serve.
Eesh, get a room, you two.
Ah, shut up, Marty.
I see blood boils here. We're in deep guano for sure, Marty.
Isn't it your lucky day, huh? Are you thinking about some stupid shit again?
We? Excuse me, sir, but what do you mean?
Great wilderness. Just keep a low profile, will ya? It's New Year's Eve. We have enough dangerous lunatics running.
Don't worry, Chowhound. We know what we're doing.
Yeah, of course you do. That's what I'm afraid of.
我要尽量去调查环境，然后跟角色对话，才能收集比较完整的条目之类的。
Hey, listen, Bosco. I wanted to ask you this for so long. Can I pet you? Just a little?
One more word, and I'll bite off your arm.
Whoa, hey, easy. I'm just kidding.
Guys, I'm really gonna miss this when I retire.
Hey, listen,
One more word, and I'll bite off your arm.
咱们可以直接跳过整段。哦，我就觉得这游戏对话量超多的，可能是因为是侦探游戏。
What have you heard about the hop dog? Is it still standing?
Yeah, it is. But I don't frequent that neighborhood. You shouldn't either. Things have escalated there recently.
哎，事态紧急，想拍你，真的把你给咬死。
What do you know about Ibn Wessler? What's the old rat been up to lately?
They say he's keeping a pretty low profile these days. But he's been seen in the company of the Attorney General.
Attorney General Hamtaro, eh? That's interesting. Thanks.
这个检察长真叫哈姆太郎哦，你不要跟我说是仓鼠，哈姆太郎是不是故意的？
Why are you so interested in that rat? If you want another hole in your comb, I could help you too, you know.
It's just professional curiosity.
Yeah, of course. And I'm a fluffy little Labrador.
Whoa, you forgot to mention this nugget about the case, Sonny. Ibn Clucking Wessler? What the hell did you get into?
Far as I remember, you didn't let me tell you in the first place. Well, you're in now.
You're a piece of shit, Sonny, you hear me? What's this all about?
Easy, chicken. I'll tell you everything soon enough. Let's just get the hell out of here first.
Have I already told you it's a pleasure working with you again?
No, but that's always good to hear, partner.
Cluck off.
所以他们都知道那个黑道老大不好惹，他们知道那个不好惹是吧？
Why is it so quiet in here? Shouldn't it be a madhouse by now?
The midnight madness is yet to come, Sonny. Just wait for it.
My time's too valuable for that, pal.
And you're trespassing. Rules of suspension, remember? I can see you're up to no good.
Who, us? Ridiculous.
If you say so. But I advise you to keep it low. Especially you, Sonny. How many days do you have until retirement?
121. 120 soon.
Don't be a knucklehead and get yourself fired.
Thanks for your eternal wisdom, Bosco. I'm definitely coming to you again next time.
所以其实那个主角已经快退休了，但是他临时接到一个奇怪的案子。
The chief doesn't seem to be in a good mood, but he never is, actually.
What a surprise. The two pigeons back together. And without my permission, of course.
Chief Bloodboil.
Damn.
What was that, Santino?
哦，有可能吧？是因为受伤吗？不过他们两个好像在警局里面就是专门惹麻烦的那一种。上司嘛，上司都不用出去那个都不用出去那个，都不用出差的啊，然后就在那个就坐在办公室里面乘凉就好了，所以普遍那个肚子都很大吧。上司都不用出差的啊。
Nothing, sir. What a lovely evening. Am I right?
I don't want to hear your crowing, Santino. What the hell are you doing here?
Hey, careful with the racist barking, old hound.
Oh, it's getting hot in here. Can we just skip this part? It's New Year's after all.
他们主角跟这个局长好像就是很讨厌对方的感觉，就是互呛的关系这样。
And you're on duty, if I'm not mistaken, Martin. Where do you think you're going?
That's it, boss. To serve and protect. Sonny was in the neighborhood and stopped by to say hi. He's a cop too, right?
Only on paper, and you know that very well, Detective.
I don't want any trouble, boss. I just wanted to say hi to Monica, and then this feather pillow showed up. I invited him to grab a quick coffee. You can allow him that much.
Your coffee breaks usually end up in shooting or brawling, chickens.
Oh, just a coffee, boss. I swear. Oh, have a heart. It's New Year's Eve, and I haven't seen my old partner for so long.
How touching. You shot him with a shotgun, if I remember.
Family quarrel.
For all the marrow bones of the world, get the hell out of my sight.
Have a lovely evening, boss.
You especially. Fuck off right now, Santino.
我觉得主角跟他搭档都是专门惹麻烦的吧，然后局长就会有点不爽他们两个这样子。
What is it, Santino?
Nothing, sir.
And you need something, Martin?
No, sir.
Then get out of my sight, birds.
Hey, listen, Bosco.
One more word.
好，直接离开了。给我看一下啊。哦，这个是主线地点沙皇俱乐部。哦，还有2个支线地点呢。先把那
The
个支
hot
线地点
dog
去
was like the last warning. You can still turn back. My eyes lingered on the sign. An enormous dog. Like a neon god with limitless power over cheap hot dogs, plastic hamburgers, and watered-down coffee. The cold light called me, but I didn't want to get out of the car. If we went in, we were all gonna be pancakes, kept together by cold syrup. Marty's worried look shook me out of my reverie. Oh, cluck. Was I talking to myself again?
哦，这是那个餐馆是吗？这个啥？苍蝇人，哈哈，真的有虫啊，而且是苍蝇。这个啥？哦，额外收藏品，真的有昆虫。
Peaceful, isn't it?
Because the whole town's probably drunk by now.
Maybe that's the only way it can bear itself.
Doesn't it remind you of someone?
Shut up, Marty.
Got you there, old bird. Even though it's a mess, I still can't imagine living anyplace else.
You know what? I envy you for that.
那两个主角很喜欢讲干话。煎饼之神，这是什么鬼
Are you sure that thing's a dog? I always wondered.
The name Hop Dog is quite a giveaway. Don't you think so, Mr. Detective?
Sometimes the most natural connections lead us astray.
A natural-born genius.
Yeah, right.
那个是热狗的谐音吧，然后就改成这个 hot dog。对，如果是小强人的话，我就要
That
踢笑。
sign gives me the creeps.
I'm not surprised.
我不知道这游戏会不会恶意成这样子，突然送玩家一个小强人，然后朝你冲过来。
This wreck belonged to Zip?
Well, it's a wreck just like him, so I guess it could.
It's sad that everything's rotting away.
It is, especially a beauty like that.
Yeah.
这个是入口可以进去。警告
Of all that's furry.
Is this still a thing?
The situation's getting even worse, Marty. Have you heard how the young mothers of the Cobbler District are...
I have no idea what goes on in the hive, Sonny. I don't think I want to know.
Prostitution is the lesser evil. What's worse is that some folks have to sell their kids when they're still larvae.
Wait, what?
They pay a hefty sum for each of them downtown. They sell them as gourmet food. And
oh, I'm gonna be sick.
We made this city, Marty. Clawville didn't do this to itself. Don't ever forget that.
他们会吃虫哦，他们会吃婴儿虫哦。这个设定的确超猎奇的啦。
Zip is a tricky little son of a bitch. He always has been. But seeing this, I didn't know him to be like this.
Me neither, Marty. But maybe this neighborhood changed him. Or the city.
Yeah, maybe.
虫子繁殖力很强，所以可以多生几只，再卖掉几只，然后拿去送给别人吃掉吗？听起来超猎奇的。
Look at the poor bastard.
He's looking okay, Marty. Remember what we saw when we worked at the hive.
Wild ones. Don't even remind me. Trying to forget that.
It's been even worse since. I guess you heard about the riots.
Who hasn't? You know, people are afraid that the Great Fire will happen again, and those hive houses are pretty flammable.
I don't speak of the devil, Marty. But to be honest, I have no idea how this insect matter can be solved.
I do. We just open the ghettos and let the insects live among us like they did for centuries.
哦，所以这个虫族大概是像是贫民窟的概念吧。就是这个虫是种族最低下的，然后他们大部分都是平民这样子。卖个几只 OK， 一次生几十只就卖个几只，然后拿去赚钱这样，然后给别人吃掉，这听起来有点猎奇啊。
Your heart is pure gold, buddy. But you know it's not that easy. Clawville isn't what it used to be.
Maybe he can't understand what we're saying.
Or he just doesn't want to talk to us. Which I can understand, considering how most of the animals treat these poor bastards.
Indifference is almost as harmful, Sonny.
You think I'm indifferent about the insect issue?
I didn't say that, boss.
I'm not indifferent. I just think we've simply gone too far to even make it right.
It's never too late to change, Sonny.
I hope you're right. Hey, pal.
真的是苍蝇啊！竟然有4只手，哎，这个怕虫人看到这个应该会啼笑吧？苍蝇我还是可以接受啊！哇，眼睛超大。
Can you hear me?
完全不想理啊。
Is he deaf?
I don't know. Maybe he just doesn't understand what I'm...
Or he doesn't want to.
That's also very likely.
哎，对，而且是2根弦的吉他。
Poor Bug Eyes.
At least he's playing music. I mean, he's doing something. Most of the destitute take up drinking or drugs. Or worse.
You know about the light.
You mean the light the insects believe in?
Yeah, their afterlife. If they want to go into the light, they set themselves on fire.
Yeah, I've heard that. Maybe it's not a bad way to go.
That depends on your point of view.
就是这个什么圣光算他们一个像上帝一样的信仰之类的吗
？Poor Bug.
At least he's playing.
因为这游戏的世界观也是有那个种族，也是有种族歧视之类的吧？哎，没进去。
The place is deserted. Poor Zip.
You're right.
Yep, the guy's middle name is Bad Luck.
That's for sure.
哎，哦，这是菜摊。哦，所以吉普是这边的那个老板是吗？看一下。不是所有警察都是猪。淋雨大镖客，死无对证，咬我一口宝贝。一丝怀疑，我的城市在燃烧。怎么一堆奇奇怪怪的歌啊？我真想选选看这个是啥？哦，是这游戏的 BGM 的样式吗？这游戏的 BGM 点唱机吧。
And voila, the master himself.
What a finch.
Sonny, he's a pigeon, not a finch.
Don't make me angry, Marty.
Okay, I was only joking. In another life, I'd love to be a rock star.
You're already one, Marty.
Ah, thanks, boss.
严重金属摇滚乐是吗？我这游戏好像没有这种配
Kids
乐。
these days and their crazy music. What would old M.B. Davis say? The highlight of my day.
Yeah, I can smell it already. How does he make the coffee here so special?
Look at that mangy trash panda and tell me, do you really want to know?
You're right.
As always.
这个餐厅的食物真的可以吃吗？看起来有点可怕啊。是啊。
Well, that's a good question, pal.
我看不懂这个涂鸦上面写什么哎。哪里才有颜色是吗？哦，这个什么？这应该是 bug， 然后在国王是吧
What insight?
这个应该是对国王骂脏话。
Wise word.
哦，这边还有那个菜单哦。
You still don't eat meat, old man?
I'm a rooster, a chicken. Why the hell would I eat meat?
I don't mean real meat. I'm not a lunatic. But a meat substitute? There's about 10 different kinds. Have you never tried any of them?
Why would I? If I don't eat meat, why would I eat a substitute?
Because you can. That's the point.
Wild gods, Marty. Stop being such a sheep. Do you fall for those adverts?
Substitute isn't meat, Sonny. And if it's tasty, why wouldn't I eat it?
I don't care what you eat, but don't be surprised when you lose all your feathers or you try to bite off your own leg one day.
哦，所以他们这个世界观还是有肉的啦，只不过不是真的肉，而是替代品之类的吗？像是素食肉之类的东西哦。
Ooh, a nice pancake with hemp seed, chocolate, and black onions?
I'd rather have somebody pull my beak off.
Ah, you used to be more daring.
Yeah, and my back didn't hurt either.
Furry heavens, it's depressing being around you, Boss Bird.
那世界观还是有肉的啦，只是替代品而已。
Ooh, maybe a peanut souffle with faux meat.
Oh, stop it, Marty, before I get sick.
Ugh, you're just a boring old man.
I'd rather be boring than dead.
然后桑尼就是完全不想吃那些奇怪的肉，但是马蒂觉得没差。
I wouldn't eat here if my life depended on it.
The door didn't look like this last time.
Yeah, because last time you tore it out and beat that baboon with it.
Oh, yeah. I remember now. So that's why Zip remodeled the whole place.
He had to. We didn't leave much of it standing.
If I didn't know how nice we are, I'd almost hate ourselves.
Welcome to the club, partner.
这两个人曾经把这个地方给拆了。
What's that smell?
You know, I don't want to know.
哎，还有什么其他能看的？咖啡好像没了。好。
He sure didn't get any younger.
Or prettier.
You think he's still mad at us?
Frankly, Marty, I don't give a damn.
Hello, boys. Now, get the hell out of here while I'm asking nicely.
Hey, is that how you greet two old friends?
Hey, I'm not joking, Sonny. I got a shotgun under the bar.
No, you don't, because if you had, we'd arrest you here and now.
If there's still life in you when you're full of buckshot.
It's going well so far.
We're just here for a coffee, Zip, okay? Like old times.
Nothing's like old times. Haven't you noticed?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, it's quite noticeable.
Shit. All right. And where'd you blow in from?
We haven't been anywhere yet, but we're going somewhere.
Everybody's going somewhere, right?
Tell me, how much do you know, Zip?
That depends. How deep is it?
Bottom of the well kind. Goes...
Holy hell! Whistler? You've dipped your wings in deep shit, boys.
If you've got anything on him, don't keep it to yourself. We'd be... grateful.
Grateful? Maybe you're not gonna trash my joint this time, huh? You know, Ibn's acting strange nowadays. He always believed that if you want something done, you do it yourself. That's how it was for years, anyway.
And?
But now, he left his real estate, the fish racing clubs, the casinos, and the bars to his right-hand man, Mongrel Mick. And ever since, he's been kinda weird. Bottomed out, brooding in the seediest joints of the city. Nobody ever knew him to be like this. Weird, huh?
Yeah, weird. Do you think it's about a lady?
It's always about a lady.
Well, there is a woman.
I knew it.
But not like you think.
Is this gonna cost much?
Only a favor, like the good old days.
也就是说，要得到更多消息，还要帮他忙这样子。所以现在那个，应该现在那个黑帮老大把其他杂事丢给一个他的助手，然后自己跑去别的地方啊。
Okay, I'm in.
所以他是想要干嘛？
That Natasha's a mysterious woman, a real cursed jewel if you ask me. She came out of nowhere 2 or 3 years ago and landed on the stage of the Millions almost immediately.
Is that so? Interesting.
Yeah, she's got a fantastic voice, makes men go crazy. But we all know that's not what's important. Then suddenly, bam! She got the whole club, just like that. But we know exactly how it was.
I can imagine, yeah. Since then, it operates under the name the Czar Club, right?
The old click is still clicking, right? Yeah, the club was renamed and remodeled. Everyone knows she was Ibn's lover, but she's not your usual canary. She didn't get involved in Ibn's dirty dealings.
我是觉得应该是因为这游戏对话很多吧。说真的，如果你想要直接玩主线的话，好像也是可以啊。如果你觉得这些探索还是对话有点太麻烦，好像也可以直接跳主线这样。跳主线的话，应该就快多。
Then how exactly does she fit into the picture?
Check this. A few months ago, the old rat pulled out of his own businesses and gave control to Mongrel Mick and his mob.
Mongrel Mick? Doesn't sound familiar.
Mick the Marauder ring a bell?
Damn, that little monkey came this far?
原来那个是猴子哦，原来那是只猴子。
I think that little shit took advantage of Ibn not being himself.
Which has something to do with this Natasha.
That's my guess.
Thanks for this straight dope, Zip. We owe you one.
One? You owe me the price of a new coffee shop, remember?
Okay. Whatever you need. Just call us.
I clucking will.
Thanks, pal.
Hey, I'm not your pal, Marty.
哎，我觉得蛮有趣的。我就是因为看到哇，猎奇动物头哎，看起来超有趣的，我就买了。
Have you ever been to that place?
Of course, 100 times. Everyone who matters in this city's been there. Sorry, guys. But then, it had a different name and a different owner.
对，然后那个有些线索是藏在那些干话里面这样。我当时觉得这游戏文字量超多的，它很多台词都有配音啊，算是蛮有诚意的。其实说真的，要玩这游戏，我是会每个地方去探索完，然后每个地方调查完，跟每个地方对话完之后，我才会去下一个地方这样。如果不想玩节奏这么慢，好像可以直接去主线吧。对，它直接跑主线的话，节奏应该就快多。没有，因为梦境档案现在它那个实况，它那个实况有限制啊。它那个限制到那个7月16号之后才能够实况全部的剧情这样，所以我打算等下礼拜啦，不然我现在实况我也只能实况到一半而已，我也只能实况到前面一点点，我就不能继续玩下去了。
Business affairs, right?
Yeah, that was the dark era, Sonny. I don't want to talk about it.
Roger that.
可是 搜查情报，才有办法把那些，才有办法把那些情报栏填满啊。他有些情报都是从那些对话里面来的，对，就可能很古早的侦探游戏，很古早以前的那种侦探游戏是吗？很多对话，超多对话，对。不过我个人觉得还 OK 啊，对。
I've got to say, you've revamped the joint pretty well.
After you trashed it, I had to.
Look, I'm sorry, Zip. That ocelot and his gorilla.
Baboon, not gorilla.
Whatever.
Sonny, what's your beak?
So you owe me one until about the end of time. But I'd settle for you washing up here for a few years after...
Mind your tongue, furball.
所以他们曾经在那边打架，要把这个咖啡厅给拆了。这两只鸡也是很猛啊。
gone insane.
Love will kill you in the end, they say.
Seems like everyone's in a poetic mood today.
You're one to talk, by the way.
Huh? Why? So, about that woman. Is she really that dangerous?
What woman isn't, huh?
No, Zip. I mean, really dangerous.
She's got the most influential gangster of the city wrapped around her finger. She calls him her little furball. How dangerous do you think she is?
而且那个娜塔莎是只猫，然后那个这边的游戏黑帮老大是一只老鼠，这个设定超猎奇。
You didn't get any younger, pal.
You're telling me? You look like you haven't had a good night's sleep since forever.
To be honest, I've never had a good night's sleep in my life.
You will when the big sleep comes.
And what are your plans? Dying behind the bar?
Of course. You got a better idea?
A couple, yeah. But somehow this suits you.
You know what? Your mother's a goat.
然后角色之间很喜欢讲干话，对，真的一堆干话。哎，还有什么东西可以看的吗？好像没什么东西可以看。煎饼之神，一堆奇怪的东西，还有苍蝇人。对。看一下哦，还有酒店。
Yee, my condolences, pal. I see your cleaning lady died.
Yeah, she set foot in the bedroom once. I haven't seen her since. I didn't dare to go after her.
Oh, I wouldn't want to go in there either. But what's that smell?
Cigarettes and whiskey.
Yeah, with a hint of dirty laundry, but no, this is lavender?
Ah. Now that's got to be the Ibanez dame. You know, the broad who gave me the letter. And the job, obviously.
Ah, pretty, huh? I can smell it. She's an exotic, too. An impala, maybe?
Furry hell. That's why Chief Inspector Bloodboil hates you so much. He's jealous because your nose is better than a clucking bloodhound.
The bitter old dog. He just hates all foul.
True. Except for Monica.
Monica's a fairy, not a bird. So, what now?
Well, let's gather my stuff and head to the club. We gotta find out who this Natasha is and what she wants from us. I mean, what she really wants.
After you, Boss Bird. I wouldn't like to touch anything in here anyway. If it's okay, I'll just stand around and stare out the window?
Sure, just do it quietly.
像狗的鸡，这个设定怎么那么奇葩？像狗的鸡。
Maybe in another...
It would be best to board it up. It'd go well with this rundown neighborhood.
It may be run down, but somehow I still feel like it's honest.
Sure. You could live in Cockroach Town. That's an honest
这里有
place
蟑螂
too. Has a similar
太可怕了吧
stink.
这有蟑螂症哦，蟑螂人哦。
Believe me, Marty, I thought about it.
Why am I not surprised?
你看我真的开始害怕，这游戏会突然跑出蟑螂人。
When was the last time you've slept in your bedroom?
I don't know. I'm not sure I'd even recognize it anymore.
You're hopeless, boss.
I guess you're right.
所以他已经很久没有进去这个卧室了。
Nothing interesting in...
你的卧室里面到底放了什么可怕的东西？
Man, I can't imagine how you feel. The only good thing you ever had, huh?
Shut up, Marty.
Sure.
这是他老婆那个照片了，不过他老婆已经掰了，他老婆是鹦鹉啦。虽然鸡跟鹦鹉在一起很奇怪，不过他那个马蒂跟不过他马蒂是跟其他对食者动物在一起，所以好吧，好像也不奇怪。这游戏世界观好像是不同物种的动物可以在一起嘛。
She was the one, right? I mean, the one.
Marty, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear a single word. Are we clear?
Geez, calm down, Boss Bird. I didn't know you used to be a kindergarten teacher. But leather?
It's history, so back off.
I'm touched by the trust you have in me, Boss Bird.
There are things better left undisturbed, okay?
Yeah, got it.
对啊，对，是他们这个游戏世界观真的是可以跨种族在一起啊，然后跨种族结婚这样。马蒂的老婆好像是掠食者动物吧？可是就会很疑惑，他们这样子生出来的小孩会是什么物种啊？他们生出来的小孩会是混血种吗？还是？我真的很好奇，他们这些物种的小孩生出来会是混什么血之类的？哎，没有，他们肉食动物是吃那个替代肉啊。他们肉食动物好像有那个，他们这个世界观好像有像替代肉的那种东西，就可能就像是那种素食肉之类的吧。对，他们在餐厅里的时候有聊到这个啊。
You weren't an orphan, were you? That would explain a lot, you know. You've never talked about your family.
No, I wasn't an orphan. My parents are dead, but most of my family still lives somewhere in Avery.
And what the hell still keeps you in Clawville? There's nothing remotely good here, especially nothing as good as a family.
I had my own family, Marty. Not anymore. And Clawville is my home, like it or not. Because that's what I deserve.
Okay, I get it.
然后主角老婆跟那个妻子都已经离开了。我觉得主角就是很典型的那种，该怎么说？他是很典型的那种警探的设定啊，就是整天抽烟的中年警探啊，然后有多年的那个警探经验，然后老婆跟小孩都已经离开他，这个设定感觉超常见。
Who's that shaggy creature?
That's M.B. Davis, you bird brain.
Politician?
Am I gonna have to smash your beak?
Seriously, I don't know who the hell he is. I know. He's the guy who smuggled cocaine in his prosthetic leg, isn't he?
One more word about Mr. Davis, Marty, and I'm gonna wring that ham-sized neck of yours.
You don't have to cock-a-doodle immediately, you know. I'm just...
对，超老套警探设定，我不知道这个是不是致敬啊？我中年酗酒，然后老婆没了，然后有多年的警探经验，然后曾经有辉煌的时刻，但是你现在已经都没了，然后变成颓废的警，变成颓废的老鸟警探了，中年危机感老男人这样。
The old days. You know, I miss him sometimes.
马蒂的设定应该是比那个主角年轻啊，应该比桑尼年轻。
Us as celebrity cops?
Nah, the work, the buzz, the phone ringing at 4 a.m. and knowing if you pick it up, you'll be dragged into something terrible, because that's your job.
I'm not sure it's healthy to enjoy that.
Hey, no healthy animal becomes a cop in Clawville.
Yeah, true.
有啊，他们那个主角有香烟哎，他的那个公事包里面有香烟，就是还是老烟枪设定。
It's like it wasn't even
超级常见警探设定。
You're not becoming sentimental.
No, I mean we were suckers for sure, but looking back now, I feel at least we knew what we wanted.
I still know what I want.
And what do you want, Marty?
A lovely wedding and a long honeymoon. Laura deserves it. And I also want Blood Boil's job.
A rooster's never gonna be police chief, Marty. Not at this time. Not in this place.
Thanks for putting me in my place all the time. I hope you don't call me again for another 5 years. So this is them.
所以那个马蒂有想当那个警察局长哦。
Yeah, the wild gentlemen. They were role models when I was a kid.
对，马蒂应该看起来应该是比较年轻啊，而且身材应该比他壮一些。专门我觉得马蒂应该是肉体派，然后桑尼应该是那个头脑派吧。我目前那个感觉应该是这样。
Well, you must have been a weird kid, which ain't surprising. My idols were the White Wolf and Super Squirrel,
The White Wolf, eh? Explains a lot. You know, when I was back in Averia, Clawville and the whole let's live together in peace bullshit seemed like an unattainable dream.
Yeah, but look at it now. And what would have become of you if you hadn't ended up in Clawville? Maybe you'd even be happy?
Perhaps.
然后这个城市的世界观设定好像是所有种族都混在一起，然后可能原本是想要让大家和平相处吧，但当然事情没那么简单，然后还有各种种族阶级的差异，还是什么种族歧视之类的，这个。
Those guys were something, huh?
Nowadays, I don't know what they were, or what I believed they were.
Say, Bossbird, did you read poetry now?
那只白狼吗？我不知道是不是那一只，应该不是吧
No. Why?
Because you're going nuts.
Well, thanks.
哎，我看一下，哇，超多档案。这个好像这个是世界观设定的，就一些细节世界观设定，这个我就不详细看了，超多。哎，这个。
Have you started on your great novel yet?
I've already started working on my will, but I realized I'd have to leave everything to you, so cluck that.
Huh. Pity. I've always wanted a chicken coop smelling like old socks and bourbon.
You'll have to earn it first, Marty. Maybe I'm really gonna write... I'm gonna clean up. I'm gonna clean up.
这边没其他东西了哦，这个抽屉也没东西了，这个。
Just a bunch of use. My wife took...
好像对，这边好像没有其他的。
This city's outgrown us.
Why do you say that?
Well, don't you feel it? The whole place squeezing you. The polluted air, the sirens, and the smell of corpse.
Don't be such a drama queen. It's not the world that's changed, it's us. Clawville's Clawville. We're just getting older.
No, there really is something. You know the feeling of foreboding, of something wrong, of something bad on the horizon.
You're screwing my mood.
Yeah, but I'm not sorry.
No shit.
之后应该就可以进入重点了吧？去见那只猫之后，应该可以进入剧情重点。
A long time ago, when an animal was starving, they bit someone. Worst case, they killed or ate them. That's being a predator, isn't it? And that was our job.
Yeah? What are you getting at?
Well, it's not the case anymore. Animals are eating each other out of pleasure. It's a poison. They're losing their minds.
Ah, Sonny. We just got old. That's all.
It's not that simple, Marty.
If you say so.
You're getting older, Marty. You look like shit.
Ah, gee, thanks.
I thought angels don't grow old.
Leave it, will you?
Sure. Boo.
Why are you staring at me like that?
他们两个真的喜欢讲干话。
I was just thinking about... what the hell are we looking for?
Jeez, old bird. You want to look around, remember?
No, I mean figuratively.
Oh, well then it's a good question. Hanged if I know.
Thanks for your help, partner. It's a pleasure to work with you again.
Ah, don't mention it, boss.
哎，他这游戏对话量真的超多的。
When was the last time I was here?
I don't know. Years ago. When Molly left.
Whew, that was a wild night.
Yeah.
You know, Sonny, you can call me. Not just when you want to investigate some shady case from a shady dame and you need a big meat shield to cover your ass.
Times have changed, Marty. And I don't call anyone.
All right, Boss Bird. Whatever you say. So, am I staring quietly enough?
Well, the floor's creaking a bit when you shift your weight, so,
You're an asshole.
哇，还可以询问那个。
Have you been there before?
Never. You know, it's not my style. It's too fancy for me. I'm more like the smoky, smelly, ramshackle little joint type.
Yeah, same here.
But we're not gonna mingle like this, right?
We're not searching for a tailor on New Year's Eve, okay? We'll go as we are.
That'll be exciting.
Let's just stay out of trouble, okay?
What trouble?
That's the spirit.
食蚁兽，就是 蚁兽超好打，这个食蚁兽比那个蜘蛛还好打。
So she just turned up with a message and this flyer, and you fell for it?
Maybe I was bored. Or maybe there's more to this thing than meets the eye.
Yeah, there's always more.
Maybe I just wanted to meet you for old time's sake.
That's not funny.
I've never had a good sense of humor. You know that better than anyone.
That's for sure. So the Tsar Club, huh? My city's on fire. Sounds good. But that's all? It's kind of weak for a clue.
It's not a clue. It's just a guide. By the way, it's New Year's Eve. We deserve some fun, right?
Well, that's true. But it's never that easy with you, Boss Bird. There's something you're not telling me, right?
Nothing important, Marty.
Yeah. If you say so.
Boss Bird. 老鸟.
Oh, hi, Mr. Sinclair. How are we?
Sinclair is doing fine, thanks. Anyway, you still talk to your guns?
Yeah. And so what? Other animals talk to their plants. Crazy, isn't it? At least a gun has a soul. And it's useful.
I can't believe you're allowed to walk around freely, Birdie.
Oh, if you only knew what I'm packing right now.
I don't want to know what's under your feathers, Marty.
You have what we came for?
I just want to look around.
All right, Sonny. Then grab your map and let's hit the road.
哦，好，应该差不多。可以这边其他地方触发一些新的剧情。这边还没调查吗？这个我应该都询问完了吧？
You sure?
Maybe the past is haunting me. Once a rat, always a rat, right?
Oh, come on, Zippy. Don't be so hard on yourself. You got out in time, and you've been living an honest, ordinary life since then, haven't you?
Yeah, right. How lucky am I, eh?
It's more than what many others get, believe me. What's this no insects allowed shit? You're not like that.
哇，这游戏对话真的超多的。他每一个角色都有2-3阶段对话。
What do you think? If I let one in, all of them will follow, and then I can forget my regular clientele for good.
What clientele? There's no one here.
That's it. Would you take even that away from me?
What's this no...
What do you think?
You think he might know something about the case?
He knows almost everybody in this city.
所以他不想让昆虫进来，是因为怕那个，是因为怕那个昆虫会，是因为怕那个昆虫会把他顾客给吓跑，是吗？
You have what we came for.
I just want...
All right, Sonny. Then grab your map.
应该是没有新的东西了啊！我要直接去那个，我要直接去主线点。
Midnight had passed, and the intoxicated madness kicked in. We could only crawl along Shalva District's main street toward downtown. The city's heart beat differently. Ancient buildings were defaced by neon signs and billboards, like half-drunk lovers on a fine leather sofa. Great old houses neighbored by garish modern blocks. A place that makes the head hurt. The Tsar's huge neon sign was visible for miles. A blazing red sign advertised tonight's main attraction, the amazing Natasha. Cops were never welcomed at places like this. I hoped we were too late for the show. We had to be inconspicuous, but it was never easy with this bird mountain by my side.
Ah, so this is the famous Tsar Club.
More like infamous, Marty. It's not for our kind, that's for sure. And I don't mean that they don't like foul here.
Well, at least we don't have to be afraid that they see you as a detective, Boss Bird.
Very funny, Marty.
So what are we gonna do now?
we find Natasha, the broad who sent me the message, remember? But first, we need to get into the club. And Marty, please, don't...
Excuse me? On behalf of the well-respected and noble primate community of Clawville...
Cut the crap, Marty. Let's focus on what we're here for, okay?
As you say, Boss Bird.
哎，哦，所以这个是俱乐部外面是吧？哇，哎，路易斯在这哎，呵，这个是关吗？
Honestly, I think these types of women only see faceless tuxedos, cufflinks, and wallets. And in the mirror, they're just brooches, necklaces, and earrings.
Don't be so radical, Marty. They're women. They live by different rules.
That was kind of deep.
It's not. Just bullshit. There's more where that came from.
Ooh, teach me, Master.
When you're old and wise like me, you'll realize none of it is worth a damn thing.
Wait, that was deep again, right?
Maybe it was, Marty. Maybe it...
Amazing.
所以这个兔子在跟，哎，所以这个路易斯兔子在跟他约会哦，这个游戏世界观超神奇。
Hey, that's your old friend, right? Wait, what was his name? Lawrence? Lamar? No, Liam.
Lewis. Yes, it's him.
To be honest, Sonny, I always thought that guy's not all there in the head.
Nobody's perfectly sane in Clawville, Marty. But if not for this old rabbit, I wouldn't be here today. I'll never forget that.
Should I thank him for that?
Or kill him for it?
You're reading my mind, boss. Is Lucas really such a big fan?
Lewis. And yes, he's got the whole Chicken Police book series. Damn his taste.
他是公鸡神探粉丝吗？我就觉得，反正他们是动物，应该这些动物好像都没有什么种族限制，好像都没差。
One day, neon signs will cover the whole world. I'm telling you.
You read that in some kind of science fiction?
No, it's just what I think.
Oh, so you have your own thoughts now. The world's really moving forward.
Pluck off, Sonny. Is Lucas really such a big fan?
Lewis. And yes, he's got...
Sonny, my dear friend.
Hi, Lewis. This is my partner. But I'm sure you already know.
You have no idea how happy I am to meet you, Mr. Marty. I'm a big admirer of your work.
Pleasure's all mine, Lawrence.
Lawrence? Anyways, so, the legendary Chicken Police back together? Isn't it amazing news?
Don't ruffle my feathers, Lewis. Those days are long gone. We're just here for the entertainment. Or something like that.
I see. That's a shame.
See you inside?
I have something to do, my pal, but I'll try to make it for the main event.
Okay then. Catch you later, pal.
不过他有些那个什么，有些角色那个什么，有些角色的性格融合动物的特征啊。像这个路易斯这个兔子就是比较，干什么有口疾吗？那个路易斯兔子有口疾，有点，然后他说话的时候就有点像那个兔子嘴巴在动的样子。
Let's not bother.
Yes, sir. You know, seeing this, I can't wait for the show.
The girls?
New Year's Eve's once a year, right? And we're not on duty.
Have I asked how Laura's doing?
Whoa, hey, I was just kidding, okay? My relationship with Laura is unwavering, like the rhino beauty on this picture.
Interesting taste you've got.
Feathers, scales, or dermal armor, a lady's a lady, my friend.
Thank the wild gods for self-sacrificing gentlemen like you. My city is on fire. This is it. It was on the flyer from Deborah. Maybe we'll get to hear it, if we're unlucky. From none other than our secret employer, Natasha Katsenko.
A job with benefits, huh?
Don't be tasteless.
Oh, I get it now. The title. Do you think it's about the Great Fire of Clawville?
Did you ever think of being a detective?
Very funny.
My city is on...
A job with...
对他，不过而且他每个物件都有2-3段的对话，这游戏对话量是挺多的，该说是很有诚意吗
Do you remember when the Clawville Chronicle was a really high-quality newspaper?
You mean when they wrote something about us daily?
Yeah. What exactly happened?
Well, they got bored with us, Marty. And to be honest, so...
But still, here we are working together again. Funny, huh?
Yeah, hilarious.
哦，还有这个广告塔。
I like this.
Why is that?
I don't know. 'Cause it's moving, I guess.
You're a simple bird, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Epur si muove.
Oh, bless you.
It means, and yet it moves, bird brain. An old wolf named Galileo said that.
Oh, I see. And what did he mean by that?
这世界伽利略是一只狼哦。
Dunno. I think there was something wrong with his stomach.
Ouch.
Epur si...
Oh, bless you. Tonight, maybe we'll be on the front page once again.
Oh, God forbid.
Whoa, look at that. Isn't that the new...
It is, Marty. A brand new 942 Silver Hawk. Haven't seen such beauty since I left Iveria.
Of all that's furry, whose is it?
Maybe it's Ibn Wessler's. I guess he's no paper tiger.
Yeah, he sounds like a fellow who drives around in one of these. Lucky.
What a beautiful car.
A work of art.
Seeing it and thinking about my little rusty Cobbett breaks my heart.
Don't torture yourself, Sonny. Only way we're ever gonna drive one of them is if we sign up for the mob.
Maybe it would be worth it.
I think we'd be great gangsters in another life.
The Tsar Club. I'm not gonna forget this buzzing red.
这边还有什么隐藏的东西吗？好像没有。
Jeez, look at that guy.
That's not a guy. That's a demon. Straight from the dog-eared pages of a cheap detective novel.
Yeah, I bet his name's Bill.
Nah, he's definitely a bot.
$5 for Bill?
Okay, I'm in.
对，他的名字是啥？哎，哦，这边应该没有什么其他东西。
Jeez, look.
That's not a guy. Howdy, pal.
Gentlemen, how can I help you on this wonderful, chilly night?
We're expected in the VIP lounge.
My apologies, but I don't remember ever seeing you gentlemen here before.
Stop right there, big guy. I get it. Yeah, I know exactly how this works.
Nothing's easier, sir. Are you on the list?
The list? Yeah, I've,
don't tell me you forgot.
I'm afraid I did, Marty. Sorry, big guy, but I'm pretty sure we're not on the list tonight.
That's a shame. I'm really sorry, sirs. In that case, you can't come in.
哎，可是你老板要找我哎，我不进去，我怎么找你老板啊
Yeah, right. Thanks.
My pleasure, gentlemen.
Just one more thing. This list of yours, where should we sign up again?
I'm afraid if you don't know, it's not my place to tell you, sir. Excusez-moi, the regulations, you know.
You hear that, Sonny?
I do, Marty.
I'm gonna lose my crest from this guy.
Just don't get too excited, Marty. Not tonight. Anyway, thanks, pal. Look, I really don't want any trouble, but...
It is even more inconvenient for me, sir, but... This place doesn't like, coppers. Who give this line. I can't let just anybody in, and there are some I'm strictly forbidden to. Please, you have...
Listen here, you cow. Do you have any idea who we are? You ever...
Of course, I know who you are, sir. I read the news and more, and I must admit it's an honor to meet you in person, Mr. Santino Featherland and Mr. Marty Machikin. The Bell of the Pantheress is one of my favorite books.
Oh my God, not the books again.
So it would be terribly inconvenient for me if I had to use force.
What did you just say?
Relax, Marty. This guy has chicks like you for breakfast. Thanks for the information, pal. Have a nice night.
Thank you for understanding, gentlemen. And forgive me for my austere...
No problem, Shakespeare.
结果想直接让警徽进不去。那个瓜牛就是那个瓜牛就是负责在最后害玩家的。
Say, big guy, you know Mr. Lewis Hayworth?
But of course, Mr. Hayworth is an impeccable gentleman.
and also a frequent visitor of the club.
Is that so? Good to know. And?
I'm afraid that is all, monsieur.
What can you tell me about the first lady of the place, big guy?
You mean Miss Natasha Katsenko, sir?
You're right on point.
Nothing you don't know already, sir.
Just try me.
Well, she owns the place.
And, that's it? Well, that's, unbelievable.
Pardon, monsieur, but I'm not permitted to say anything more.
好吧，完全问不出什么来，完全问不出什么来的保安呐、我可以直接进去吗
That fella's built like a brick shithouse. I don't think we'll be able to just sneak past him.
Wanna bet?
Not today, Marty. Remember, we must avoid suspicion.
Okay. No trouble. It's okay, Bertha. Maybe next time.
What was that?
Nothing. Just the wind.
你怎么把那把枪？你怎么把那把枪放进你的衣服里啊？这太扯了吧
Did you bring Big Bertha with you?
Gods, no. What are you thinking? What idiot would bring a shotgun to a club?
Was that a rhetorical question?
可是我今天想进去，我应该可以进去吧
Let's just knock that giant out, shall we? Easy peasy.
Let's just not do that, shall we?
Okay.
还是可以请路易斯帮
Look,
忙一下
Lewis, that bouncer over there.
Well, yes. He is a bit intimidating, but his manners are impeccable. Am I right?
Yes, indeed, but it seems tonight we're not on his list.
Oh, I see. Oh, I get it. You'd like to go in, but he won't let you.
Yeah, something like that.
No problem at all. Come with me. I'll talk to him.
Much obliged, pal.
Yeah, thanks, Bunny.
Excuse me.
Ah, jeez, what the hell's wrong with you, Marty?
What? Did I say something wrong?
他不喜欢人家说他兔子啊。那游戏就是专门搞玩家的。我看一下，所以要那个路易斯跟他讲话是不是
How'd you do?
Everything's fine, Mr. Aworth.
Good. Look, this noble pair of pigeons are my friends. They're on the list, okay?
白系外套比较帅是不是？可能兔子听起来太可爱了，他可能不喜欢是吗
Lâche la mon, sir.
And as for you, you owe me one, gentlemen.
Thanks, old pal.
It was my pleasure to help you, as always.
这个路易斯真是好用工具人哎，超好用，他根本是主角好用的工具
Yes,
人嘛。
gentlemen.
Hey, big guy, what's your name again?
My name is Archibald, sir. Archibald Conway.
Well, that's not a Bob.
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
Archie, what? No way, that's not even a real name.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, sir, but my name is Archibald Conway, without any doubt.
Well, thanks, Blackjack. It was a pleasure.
The Tsar Club welcomes you, gentlemen.
叫工具人超好用，我想进去怎么办？找那个路易斯啊！我想把人送回去怎么办？找路易斯，好用工具人。
The Tsar Club welcomes you.
Thanks, buddy.
好，这应该没有什么其他好问了。所以我今天可以进去了。好，就进去那一次就 OK 了。
Let's not bother.
Okay, boss.
The jazz overwhelmed us. There was no band in sight, yet the music seeped from the walls like years of cigarette smoke and the smell of spilt whiskey. Behind the bar, rows of fancy bottles reflected the harmonious voices of pretty dames and the clinking of crystal glass. It was the kind of place that makes you drunk, even if you've never had a sip. A dangerous place for someone like me. No matter how alien I felt, it was strangely like coming home. Welcome to the Tsar. Here we are.
Mother of...
I take you to the nicest places, eh, sweetheart?
Oh, does it mean you're buying, honey?
Don't even think about it.
Oh, men these days. So, we're here to find a dame called Natasha.
I have a hunch she won't be hard to find. Let's mingle and try to avoid suspicion.
Just like always.
No, Marty, not like always. This time it's for real.
哦，有了。好，那我今天就先玩到这了。对，它这游戏是自动存档了，所以它这边应该存了。哇。 鸟，好94马。对，好，那就今天刚好玩到这哦。他这个视野还蛮广的。我后天再继续啊。对，我后天再继续。这游戏设定是挺有趣的啦。虽然不过真的，我是觉得他那个可以调查的物件跟对话太多了。主要是因为它可以调查的物件跟对话很多，所以你要把那些对话跟物件全部看完，还是要花一点时间的。不过后天之后应该可以进入主线了吧？跟爆！这个哇塞，这个他们那个动物 CP 也是一个比一个猎奇啊！鹿跟豹也是可以组 CP， 然后猫跟老鼠也可以组 CP， 吃死！对哦，这游戏好像都很喜欢那个肉食女跟草食男，那个猫跟那个老大老鼠也是在一起的那个2个人这样的，哇，这设定真的超猎奇的，好了，那我今天就玩到这好了。对，我那个后天再继续啊，后天就从这边开始这样，对啊，那就今天就谢谢大家，对啊，就